You know, I grew up in the suburbs of New Jersey in the 1950s and 60s, and I tell people that I've lived the American dream, and I have. I've had a wonderful life. And that was a period when it looked like America was beginning to get its act together. Now, I'm not looking back through rose-colored glasses. You know, I understand how difficult some of the things were that were going on. Blacks and women had to organize to fight off injustice that was just hideous. We had a war in Vietnam, which was an unmitigated disaster. There were tremendous numbers of poor people in this country, so, you know, it's not like I have a misconception of what the reality was. But the United States was moving in the right direction in those days. We were creating jobs. Jobs were plentiful. Wages were going up. Access to higher education was much easier in those days. And people recognized the importance of a decent education. You know, it was a time when people would offer a helping hand, when the government would try to do the right thing, even though it was often a struggle. And it was not a mortal sin for politicians in those days to mention the poor, as it is now, when even Democratic politicians won't talk about the poor, and won't talk about poverty, and won't talk about race issues. And so we have 50 million people who are poor in the United States right now. And then we have another 50 million who are in a category that's called the near poor. They're just one notch above the poverty line. So that's 100 million people. That's 1/3 of the entire population of the United States of America in the 21st century is either poor or can feel those terrible flames of poverty licking at their heels. That's a disgrace in 2012. 1 in 5 American children is poor. That is the highest percentage in the industrialized world. That is a disgrace in a country as wealthy as the United States of America is. We do not have enough jobs. We do not have enough jobs to put our people to work, to put the American population to work. That's why you have this massive, sustained unemployment. Those folks are never going to get back fully into the workplace. And the jobs that are being created are low-rent jobs. Low wage, no benefits, no paid vacation, no health care. A lot of those jobs are part-time. A lot of those jobs are temp jobs. When McDonald's announced that it was going to hire 50,000 workers, and these were, you know what kind of wages McDonald's pays. 50,000 jobs at McDonald's. A lot of those jobs were part-time jobs, so low wage, part-time. 1 million people rushed to apply for those 50,000 jobs. 1 million people.